3, 2, 1, go. Hey, so we just
How's it going?
so Oak was so proud of himself last night. We sort of had to do a highlight video of him. So this is what
Okay.
we're going to do.
But you're gonna see some of these plays and go, ooh, that was dirty.
Okay, cool. All right, you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. It's loaded up. You guys see it and all that?
No, we are now. Go. Hit play.
Okay. So we just loaded in. My item pick is I go with the shield.
Okay.
Because that's the defensive pick for Sett. I'm able to execute a glitch to get through the little barrier thing they've got here a little faster, so it gets me like a second into lane faster. Keep in mind, when I find out that this Yorick here is the one that was slaughtering me earlier, I decided, okay, he dies.
Isn't revenge sweet?
It was absolutely beautiful, not gonna lie.
That was them, wasn't it?
Okay, manual camera. So he's all doing that stuff, and the last game he started off very, very, very aggressively, so I backed up. And you can see
Scroll up a little bit.
from where he is that when he started around here and he's moved up, that's moved the pressure more toward me in this case.
Okay.
So I had to play defensively because I wanted to not feed this guy I was asking, because we figured out what happened a long time. Normally I try not to hit the bad guy or hit them through the first wave.
That's fair. That's fair.
I try not to. But at this point I realize, hey, I do damage. But good amount of damage. Because I played flat the last game and nothing was going right.
Right.
So at this point where he starts playing and I see he doesn't deal as much damage as me, and I can start beating into him, I go, yay, and then start going.
Yes, because he was talking all sorts of crap, dude.
He was. Now, my biggest concern, and it should be your biggest concern with Yorick, is whether when he pulls up the little minion dudes like he did in the last little bit there, how much damage they do and how well you can handle them.
Okay.
So when I found out that the little minion dudes, which can do a decent amount of damage in large masses, so where there's only two, I can handle them just fine. My runes in this case are I pick Conquer, and my secondary tree has green in it, so I can pick up Demolish.
Okay.
That just helps me blow through towers really quick, as you'll see toward the end. With Yorick, the big thing is to pin them into something like this, and then just let the little minion dudes beat on them.
Okay.
Where he tried to do that and failed, I was able to deal some damage and clear out his little minion dudes. The big thing is to watch pressure. So, where's the pause button?
You also gotta watch out for games, right?
Well, yeah, but so your junglers apply pressure across the entire map.
Right.
So, can you guys see my cursor?
We can see highlighted.
Okay. So where this little minion dude is here,
right?
That actually, this little backline of blue minions here is the pressure line for him. So I've got his pressure line here. Wish I could draw. Is there a draw button?
No.
Okay, so this is his line of pressure, and my guys are pushing into it. He's got that miner back here.
Right.
So our pressure line equalizes around here.
Right.
And knowing that is important when you duel in top lane. Because top lane is a duel, and that's why I like it so much. I normally play support because a bad support can ruin an entire game. See right there, he pulls in, go back like 5 seconds. I don't want to go back that far, but Copy. No. Hit.
You
So you see his little guy there.
Yeah.
He popped him out because every time he slams his guitar down, it marks the ground. When he activates the ability, it pulls up the little guys.
Okay.
Is this working now? Cool. Okay, we backed up that time. So you see our pressure line there.
Yeah.
The minimum he could see, he slammed it down, created that little mark. Pulled the guy out from there. If you pull them in and slam on them hard over the priority of the minions, they can't deal damage to you as much as you want. Now you can see the pressure line shifting to this area.
Right.
Where mine is here, plus you gotta account for where the champion is. So I'm gonna come over here, do a quick ward. The further back in here you go, the more warning you get when the jungler tries to come up.
Right.
That way, because if you ward, you guys can see where I warded here, right?
Yeah.
If you ward at the back of that bush, you only get a smaller area illuminated because this part of the river gets illuminated based on where these guys are and champions.
Right.
So if you put it back here, you see more of this deep ward part near the Rift Herald pit.
Alright. Makes sense.
So, smarter move there. He's got one mark there, but Sett can out-farm.
Obviously.
Just, boom. I'm at 21, he's at 12. At this point, unless he gets several kills on me, he's behind. So now the push line is here. At this point, I was thinking it's very, very unusual to not get a gank. Here's the first kill, I think. Yeah. Boom. Kill him. Beautiful. Now Sett, if you're playing against a Sett, the last thing you want to do is give them rain against the towers. Because I can blow out this plate as he walks in. And get out. Now this was dirty. Focus on... Oh no, he killed me. That was first death.
Okay.
Okay, it took 2 of them to kill me and I almost killed you.
Okay.
Now, I believe the exact words that came out of my mouth were, "Oh, you little bitch."
Okay.
So, going back, the very, very first thing I buy is Berserker Screams. They cost about 1,100 gold. So, 4 or 5 waves in, plus a plate, you have enough to get creeps. They give you attack speed. That takes this battle from... Because you talk about sometimes with like the pacing of the champion and when they attack. So it's like boo, boo, boo.
Yeah.
So with Sett, because he's got 2 arms, his pace is like a heartbeat. So it's ba 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 ba.
Yeah.
When he first starts, it's ba 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 ba. In this case, it's that second thing I did, but it's a little faster in this one. So now I can really out-farm and my damage output goes up. We hit level 6. I see the power line here, before all these minions are dead, favors him, because he's got the maiden, 4 of these little shits, 2, and him. So the power line does not favor me, and it'll push back to probably about where I am.
Okay.
By the time my minion wave gets in, he pushes all that. I use my ult on this, boom.
Jesus.
I use the W, gives me that shield, lets me clear through his stuff. And at this point, it's big hope that you don't get ganked. Because at this health level, where am I? Hit the buttons. I have 300 health left. If Nocturne comes up and tries to gank me, there's a very strong chance I won't make it through.
Right.
So, back. At this point, I know I have enough for Vampire Scepter, which I think is 900 gold.
Yes.
Go back. Boom, you see right there, bought the Vampire Scepter. What's important here is it gives me more damage. So I got the square 100 over here.
Right.
and lifesteal. That lifesteal is super, super important early game. If you're ahead, if you're behind, it's a little bit different build you got to go with.
Right.
But so I've got my shield, I've got the scepter, I've got the greaves that help me stay alive. Control ward for vision. Last thing you need is a nocturne showing up out of nowhere, slapping you in the head.
Right.
Here, I got to reset the power line. So his power line revolves around him, these, what was 3 push minions, and then the mage minions. Or creeps, whatever you call them. The back line does more damage than the front. Front line just takes damage.
Right.
It's kind of like a lesson on how to play in team fights. And every now and then someone from the tank line will go in the back and fight them. But here it's more important to reset the power line. That way I can back off and put another ward down. York decides to engage. If you're ever playing against a Sett and you see them glow like that, or like I did there a couple seconds ago,
Oof.
they are charged up enough to kill. Or not kill, but they're charged up enough to where when they execute the W, they can get a good shield on it. Because I don't think we could see the bar filling up. So if you can see the bar, it's when it goes gold and Sett starts glowing. He's got a good shield. Set that, push the power line in, and I get a couple seconds with the tower. I deal more damage now. Get another plate, back off, reset the power line, because I was able to deal some damage here, push it there, speed through here, because we don't need a bunch of crap. Big thing is watching that line, resetting. I didn't, whoa, hold on a second here, we got action. So what happened here, because I put a ward there, that way if Nocturne for some reason is able to sneak through the tri-bush over here,
Right.
and get behind me, slip in, most junglers, because of where I'm at, will position themselves in that bush or the mid bush. Nocturne seem to be more aggressive, take that bush more.
Okay.
But you see I'm glowing here, so in theory I'm dead. See, he's gold. He kills me. I go, cool, that's the last time. I die 5 times in this entire thing.
Okay.
See, he farms up, deals some damage to the tower. I upgrade, pick up the recurve bow so I get more attack speed. And he starts being cheeky. So at that moment, it would have been smart for him to get out.
Well, he's a confident prick. And you guys...
He's done. He's dumb. I fight him under tower.
And win.
At that point, get out. I'm low, so I back. Or do I back? I should have backed. Sometimes Vampiric Scepter can make you cocky, plus any champion with really good regen. Like Sett, I can feed off these minions. He comes in, tries to kill me. Sett's in a fear, which is bad, by the way, because I can kill him. See that shield? That's the only reason why I killed him.
Jesus Christ.
He's trying to come in, I gotta back up, because I know this fight won't go in my favor. Aurelia's being a psycho, going ham on me. They kill me. Cool, that's 3. I get the full Borg. Now, at this point, I'm like 19 farm ahead, and he's getting 2-3 ganks to help. He's good teamwork on their part. Pantheon starts whining because he wants help. But, so this Evelyn was the Evelyn from our last game also. So it was Nocturne, York, and Aurelia on one team. Evelyn got queued up with me. And yeah, she did not like that team either. She wanted friends. Or in this case, where the maiden's just sitting there pulling, it's better to... Oh, I killed these guys, by the way. It's a great time. I decided that York's gonna die once I figured out I could kill him really well. So if any chance I got, I focused him. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. First tower's mine. Farm up off the minions, heal up. Where am I? Yeah, I get about 1400 health. I farm, push all the way back to this turret. I think I should have.
Right.
Oh, this is where I was cocky. I stopped there because I didn't know where Nocturne was going to pop up. And I go, okay, cool, we're taking this thing. So basically the thing I did in the last video, where I take this thing, I take tower, I take this thing, and then I pick a lane and push that shit in. Finish off for Aurelia, I think. Yorick tries playing. This is the point where he realizes he's screwed. I mean, he can't fight me anymore. It's beautiful. He tries to dodge me this whole game. Pop this thing in. All I gotta do is, I don't even necessarily need to hang around. I just need to kill her.
Jesus.
Let Shelly do her thing, take out the tower. We're 15 minutes in, I'm 10-3 now. And these guys go ham trying to kill me. Pantheon didn't do a lot. I did die. In that case, Urgot got the last 2 kills on me. With his ult, where he reaches out, grabs you, pulls you, and kills you.
Right.
Didn't get an option. Got too low, got too cocky. At this point, you can see I was able to just buy Kraken Slayer. I had that much gold, I just bought Kraken Slayer.
Christ.
Well, you think I had 2-3 waves from up here, Shelly, a tower, all the waves there, some kills. I had enough gold to just buy Kraken Slayer when I got there. And ooh, it's on. Best thing about Kraken Slayer is it does more true damage, gives you attack speed, and ups your damage and your critical strike chance.
Right.
True. Oh, and then I buy Tiamat too. This is where it gets stupid. So I had like 4,000 or 5,000 gold when I died because I just bought Kraken Slayer. I bought Tiamat outright. And my thought was AoE damage. Right. Moving into Titanic Hydra. I see they're harassing here. Push them out. Because at this point, I could still be stopped.
Right.
Kill that thing. Got annoyed because Misfortune stole it. Okay, Urgot dies because he killed me. Got close though. I was very upset at that gank. And that's the cool thing about this build is I deal AoE damage and then I heal off that damage I do, and then every third hit I do deals more damage. So I see these 2 idiots are up here trying to kill things. Teleport back, run in, show them who's boss. York, stupid, thinks he can take the tower out before I kill him. Which he does, but I kill him. So top lane, we almost got a full breach on. Or at least on our side. Or Blue's side, whatever. I do believe he gets away. At least from me. I was trying to kill them though. I was on a murder spree.
That's funny.
It was beautiful. Move south here to the mid lane. Urgot wasn't paying attention. I basically kill him. Dead. Double kill Aurelia, Urgot. Run in, heal off the farm, which I was getting annoyed because Misfortune was killing it all. So I had to run into the jungle, try to take this. Nocturne's a shit, steals it, but I got enough to heal somewhat. Pantheon's dicking around with chickens. Boom. Steal enough to heal, level up, go for York. Now here, he could have killed. Urgot could have killed because I was low enough. For the newer League players out there, let's do a quick thing here. We want to look at the power line. When towers go down, the power line shifts. So the power line shifts from the old tower, which is next to this guy, to the new tower, or to the untouched tower. So for top lane, the line goes from our tower, it's even in top lane, pushed in mid, pushed, almost pushed in there, and there. So you can draw a line all the way across. So from this tower to that tower, or from here to here to here, because it's neutral in top lane.
Okay.
So if you ever hear me talk about the power line or the power, or like the line of scrimmage, that's what I'm talking about. Is I'm looking at where objectives have been pushed in and where it's not. So if I could draw, it'd be a lot easier. Maybe next time I'll figure out how to draw on this thing.
I also know
So we got that.
your farm is like insanely over his.
Yes. Most of that comes from Berserker's Greaves, attack speed, and Tiamat. Tiamat is great for that. It comes out as the little bubble out from where you are. And we were talking about that the other day with the Ravenous Hydra and the Titanic Hydra, where the only real, I mean, they have different effects, but in terms of the Tiamat burst, it's the projectile from Titanic Hydra where it's like cone out, or that little bubble.
Okay.
From where I'm hitting, from where I've hit.
That makes sense.
So it's back, let this guy do his thing, run back. I had enough gold to buy Titanic Hydra because I wanted the cone. It also makes you a little tankier.
Okay.
So if you're getting kicked in, but you need a little bit more of a boost in your farming, you can pick up Titanic Hydra. It makes you just a hair tankier. Just a hair, though. Come back in. Soraka was actually a pain in the ass to kill. She was really fast. But, yeah, so you can see where Urgot's got his little shotgun knees going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Titanic Hydra does the same thing, just smaller.
Alright.
Let's see if we can do anything interesting. So these guys run off to Farm Dragon. I hold the line, push it in, ward. Okay, important thing. Warding where I did, or in this general area between red and chickens, gives you a little bit more information than putting it in the bush next or behind red, or putting it here. Because if they're coming in from any direction, I'm going to see them before they're at a point where they can kill me.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
That's important. It's also important to assume with Dragon, especially where people are behind, they're going to put a ward like that in there. We couldn't see this ward at the time, and it didn't matter.
But for future reference, always check for wards.
For future reference, they're going to have a ward. Assume they have a ward. And you can see, by the time we kill the dragon, they could see it, but I could see these two coming in, and I try to back off to make it look like, because I don't know where their wards are. I have a control ward, I have used control wards at this point, but you don't know where they are.
Right.
So there's that one, and no control ward will hit the entirety of the river. So running back here, pathing the way I did, coming in, helping Brand, just in case he gets jumped, because Brand is fairly squishy, especially where he's playing support. Squishy. It also lets me see if they're dumb enough to try to dive on him, because then I can just jump in and kill some people. I back. York's being a fathead again. Push the wave out. You can see, if I slow it down here, that little red wave coming out, that's me. And that just deals chip damage out there. We had a ward. We didn't have a ward there. But here I'm asking, because I can see this shit happening. And I'm thinking if I can come around and do the same crap I did with her god, it's helpful, but I mean, they're trying to outpace me. Here I could have done something a little different, where I know I'm coming in to engage. I can activate my Q, which makes me move a little bit faster, which you could see me do it periodically. Just like, so coming straight out of the fountain, you can pop your Q, it'll recharge, and get a little bit faster.
Right.
But they know they're not getting away. Flipped me, whatever, cool. Oh, you can see the bar. So my combo, and this is probably going to be to my detriment, is let the bar sit there for a second, because it builds up and maintains based on damage I'm taking. So unlike Mordekaiser, where his bar fills up based on damage being done, it's the other way around.
Okay.
Move in, kill the support. So I go R, W, do that, and usually I'll do W to get the shield so I don't die. Walk in, kill them. And by the way, they don't quit at all at this point. Like, we push this clear in, do a full breach, do all that crap. As I'm running back, I'm thinking, what's next?
Right.
Where you're head, it's easier to think what's next. Because it doesn't matter. I do see York cocking some crap in the top lane a little bit, because we do have that ward here. I go back. These towers do heal over time. If I remember right. They probably don't. But getting that pull on York is important. And where I'm dealing so much damage, that little W will clear out most of its minions. Doesn't matter. Running around. I saw Nocturne playing around there. Fair, we could chase him down, push in lane.
Right.
Because the big thing is, we have not breached. Breach being the term of taking out the inner tower and the inhibitor. If you take out the inhibitor, that's a full breach. Because at that point, super minions are going to go crawling through all that. And it's harder. Nocturne, York, and Urgot are doing stupid stuff. Bot lane tower, so I move in. Or I use my TP, get in there. Farming. Big farming.
Okay.
At some point, and I picked this up from watching Worlds a couple years back, was at some point people stop farming. They get ahead on objectives, they get ahead on everything else, they stop farming.
Right.
That's bad. Because that's limiting the amount of gold you get.
Right.
Last back I picked up the Bramble Vest, I upgraded that fully to Thorn. That way, because if you look at their team, it's 80, 80, 80, 80. The only one that deals AP is Soraka.
Right.
Not a big deal. I can go armor, and it would behoove me. Pantheon holds them off, but that also tells me where they are. Plus the ward there. But, yeah, big thing is Soraka is a pain in the ass, because she can silence. Which means no super punchy for All Might.
Super punchy.
I need to do a Detroit smash on him, okay?
Okay.
I mean, you can see him slow. This entire sequence is a mixture of me trying to get vision, because if you look at the Fog of War for red, if Soraka and Aurelia back off, I have no idea where they are.
Right.
So this little scuttle crab gives me vision. And gold. And it lets me heal. Okay, we're also fixing for a dragon. Boom. Aurelia is a zippy, dashy monster, and I don't like her. So, when a circumstance where it's Soraka or Aurelia, it's sometimes better to kill the damage dealer.
Right.
By the way, I don't get a penta. I was very upset about that. I was very close to getting a penta, but I got a triple, so yay. Soraka backed off. She's useless. They have 3 members of their team dead. Take the dragon. Where like Brand, Pantheon, all of them are dancing around. Just hit the thing. I go, hey, look, there's probably vision somewhere. We know what they're doing. Try to get in there, try to steal stuff, all that. Go a little faster here, because there's no point in me outlining every detailed step here. Farm, 200, great legendary farm.
Okay, continue.
Come back, I pick up this thing. And I change my mind on this later. But I go, okay, build a thing. I was thinking of going with, because they're getting away with like 5 health. And it was driving me nuts. So I thought, okay, I'll pick up the Executioner's chainsaw thingy.
Right.
That's one of the big items for it. Ability haste, great time. Whatever, go farm. Day running around. We have the Infernal Soul at this point too, which ups my damage a lot. I figured this out later, but we have no idea. So, if you look at the map, we have no idea where anyone is right now. We know there's some pressure here. We know we've lost our tower, so in terms of bot lane, it's pushed all the way up there. They're pushed to their tower. So it's kind of, the line of scrimmage runs kind of this way in our favor.
Right.
We gotta try to maintain that. I do ask if I could solo bear. A little cocky on my part, not gonna lie. You literally see me going, can I kill them? No. Near side it goes in, I know where they are now. Run in.
Damn.
Great gameplay on the enemy team here, because they only lost Soraka. And we lost 3. 4 now. Okay. Not gonna lie, a little cocky here. But I go, hey there, guy. And I go, who dies? In this case,
Holy shit, dude.
thinking who does more damage between Aurelia and Nocturne. Nocturne hits faster than Aurelia generally, but Aurelia can hit harder and zip around, so it's better. Plus his fear thing that gets me a couple times, it's better to kill him first. Urgot goes in to help. Bless his soul. He gets away. And you see me trying to pick between Aurelia and Urgot. I go with Urgot. At this point, between my regen, lifesteal, the red buff, it's almost impossible for Urgot to just kill me.
Right.
I mean, I would have to stand there for a little while and let him hit me.
And even then, it's...
Yeah, and you can see them building against me with... so starting with Nocturne, well, starting with Yorick, Thornmail, it deals grievous wounds if I hit them.
Right.
Nocturne's built lethality, armor reduction, and lifesteal with crit. Ability haste off Aurelia, lifesteal. I mean, they're building tank specifically to stop me. Because when you're at 19 and 4,
You sort of carry the team. Yeah.
you're carrying the team. Like 19-4, 200 farm. I can literally walk up, slap you, and you die. Really good placement, by the way, was this control ward here. It later proved out to be super useful because I could see a little sooner than normal if Yorick was trying to push.
Right.
Farming, critical. Even I'm ahead a lot. It's still important to farm. And yeah, with Soraka, when she puts that little star thing up, get out of it. It doesn't matter. At this point, the entire point is to breach. If I can kill, great. But the biggest point is to breach. And that's the 5th kill. That's the last time they kill me. I kill one of them one more time. I get some assists on killing them. But yeah, so at this point, the power line shifts a little bit from here to probably about here where Soraka is. Because there's 4 champions here. 4 champions push the power line back a little bit. And we're playing defensively. Because Yorick can still flip around and be a monster here. If he's left alone to do it. I do buy the chainsaw thingy. I sit there, I rethink it. The undo button is worth it. Wholeheartedly worth it. Because you can undo stupid decisions like that. I get rid of the hammer. I pick up Dead Man's Plate. Thought is armor. Because I looked at the little graph and it was like half the damage they did was armor, so more armor. Movement speed boost, so lets me get around just a hair faster. Plus, once it builds up, I dump physical damage on them, and it slows them down.
Okay.
Smart.
Right.
Normally, what I would do is I'd pick up War Bombs. Because I could step aside, 4 or 5 seconds, heal up entirely, be good. With my little pop the Q, get a movement speed boost trick, it will charge Dead Man's Plate a tiny bit faster. I mean, we're talking half a second faster, which can matter. But when you can walk up and you're just slamming down minions like that, you can even see Miss Fortune go, what the hell am I doing? Soraka's freaking out, so you can see from their chat. I'm sitting there thinking, do I push Warwick or do I do a full breach here? I go for the breach. At this point, I had a couple of seconds ago, I had the question of, do I let them, do I try to play All Might and zip around the map, kill all the bad guys, or do I just push the objective?
Obviously, you pushed the objective.
So what happened was I saw York pushing here, so I decided to go here and push this tower in, because it's just pressure. And anybody who's played a game of League, like where this is happening and someone's just pulling ahead, they can't not respond to me. So being here, running around shows that I want to be here, run away. Start stealing their farm. Blue buff. Just because you're an AD champion does not mean blue buff doesn't apply. It drops cooldowns. Really? Which for someone like Sett, whose entire limiter is cooldowns, beautiful. Took my Q from 5 seconds to like 4.5. That matters.
Yeah.
I see, and at this point I'm like, Elder Drake's up. Cool. I move down there, obviously, here we are. I try to push them away from Elder, killing Nocturne if I can. They're a little greedy about it. I push them back, doesn't matter. Run in, take Elder. We have no vision on this backside here. So that opens the entire scenario up to being stolen.
Right.
I do 90% of the damage, they come in, especially when Nocturne has Smite, whether or not it's ready or not, doesn't matter. I could sit there, do all the damage. He hops in, blasts 1,000 damage, takes it from me. Them getting the Elder Drake could have flipped this entire game around because it's got an execution on it.
Right.
Urgot tries to be cool, dies. I check everybody, make sure they're ready, go in. You don't actually have to signal the Drake in order to show it. Show that. Cool. I do something a little cheeky here in a couple seconds. Where I come over here and I pull Nocturne in. That second and a half he's stunned stops him from flashing in, which it wasn't ready, but I didn't know that. Stopped him from flashing in. Like, this is probably the smartest I'll ever play in my life. Genius moves.
Right.
This point, they're pushed in enough. It doesn't matter. Can push the breach in. With the super minion coming in, push the breach in. Get the last of everything in here. They're going straight for me. If you're carrying, you can suddenly stop carrying if you get careless.
Okay.
Yes, it takes 4 of them to kill me, but it takes 4 of them to kill me. That means that those 4 people, once they kill me, get a gold boost. Bad. Last thing they need is gold. Run in, kill the tower. He's cool. I flip him, suplex, all my dead. Show up. At this point, people will start backing up. Ignore the fact that we already have the pylon almost dead. At this point, a lot of places will say back up. Because I've seen it about 300-400 times. They take down that thing and they back off. And they let the minions do most of the damage. They run back, heal, grab Baron, whatever. No. Sit there, hit that thing down, kill it, end the game. Put the enemy team out of their misery, put you out of your misery, and that's how you play a mathematically incorrect set.
That's pretty badass.
Yes, I was very proud. And after this, I suddenly text Derp and I'm like, I have avenged you. Got an S+ on that one. I'm not Mastery 5 on Sett yet, so none of the S's I'm getting so far matter yet. They only just boost me into S5 faster.
That makes sense.
But I figured we're not master players here, but that play was smart enough to hopefully teach micro tactics for someone. If you're a Sett player and you want to see a good Sett gameplay, you want to see something like that, a walkthrough like this works. The problem is with this build is it's entirely reliant on me being ahead. If I get behind, Berserker's Creeps do nothing for me. If I've died 3 times before I even get boots, there's no point in me doing this mathematically incorrect build. Go with the defensive build. A tanky Sett can still do a fair amount of damage. And even if you die, using your R to move someone into a different position and deal area damage can change a fight. So the only reason why I was able to pull this off is 1, I was pissed at the Oryx, so I wanted revenge, and 2, I was able to get so far ahead and their team didn't shit down my throat early game. That's the thing. Sett, Vigar, Mordekaiser, any people that like ramp really hard, especially around level 10, 11, if you aren't sitting on their chest, stopping them from breathing, they're going to slaughter you.
Yay, Vigar. Yay.
Our bans were Vigar. I banned Trinity. Sett can't do shit against Trinity. Nothing. When he activates his R, nothing you do will stop that Trinity. You cannot kill it. You cannot poison him. You cannot burn him, slam him into the ground, slam his head against the wall. He's living through it.
Right.
Oh, here's my runes. For people who care. There's my runes. I built this specifically to hit faster. That's the one problem I see with Sett is because I try to build him like All Might. That's actually the reason why I picked up Sett, because I'm like, hey, that's All Might. I was big into My Hero Academia.
Right.
But it's hit fast, hit hard, be able to take a few hits yourself.
Alright.
Bone plating helps with that, or helps you take damage. Demolish, coup de grace, clarity, triumph, conquer. All of these runes, except demolish, are designed to deal damage or take damage better. Demolish just helps me blow through towers quicker. But yeah, total damage 51,000. Brand and I were tied. I barely pulled ahead, which is literally fun because it's kind of like All Might versus Endeavor, if you're into the show. But yeah, that's my gameplay review. That's my bulk of knowledge on League.
Alright.
Leave comments, suggestions, ask questions. I've been playing the game for a while. About a while. I've been playing for a while. I do know some stuff about League. I'm not the greatest.
Also, we're
in the world.
We're open to we're very open to constructive criticism. I mean, if we're doing something wrong, let us know.
So, like those 5 deaths I got, all of them could have been avoided. I got cocky and forgot that Urgot has his R. So I could have been 23 and 4 had I not forgotten that Urgot has his R. Urgot also didn't use his R enough to make that matter. So that's like critique on Urgot. Be nice to the people in this if you're watching it. Don't look them up, be an asshole to them. It is a game at the end of the day. And while, yes, I was thoroughly annoyed at how the last game went, or the game previous to it, which I'll show the stats for it, I mean, we got slaughtered, okay? Slaughtered. Even the Yorick, who I was killing a lot just to stop from doing that, he did okay. He also had bad runes that game, and he still stopped. So, like, your summoner spells don't dictate anything.
Right.
Like, so it's like, crap, I took Smite. Smite works on cannon minions. It will deal more damage to them. So you took a summoner rune that's entire purpose is to deal large amounts of damage and heal. I don't know if you heal off the cannon minions when you use Smite, but yeah.
I don't think so.
If anything, it'll blow. I don't think you do, but if anything, it's 300 to 900 damage straight on a cannon. Puts it in like one shot range. Right. Guaranteed quick gold, and it generally charges by the time the cannon minion comes back. So,
all right.
But that's my gameplay review. Leave us comments. Leave constructive criticism. Give us build ideas. We could try them out, see how it goes.
I'm always down for some jank, bro.
We play gimmicky stuff all the time. Like, we know it doesn't work. We know it just frustrates our team. That's why we only really do it with the Brigade of Morons.
Yeah, because we can get
really gimmicky stuff.
Yeah,
we'll do that with. But yeah, if we know a gimmick works a little bit, so like our Lux in the bot lane, we know for the most part that works.
Bombs Away works.
Bombs Away does okay. I'm not great with Zillion.
Freedom, Operation Freedom, that works.
Yes, Operation America, which is, what's that?
Ziggs and Anivia.
Ziggs and Anivia, which it's all a slam on the Republicans. Sorry. We make fun of Republicans. We're socialists.
Yes, so. Sorry.
We're intelligent socialists, though. But yeah, that's our. We like gimmicky plays. If we have the champions, we will give them a try. But yeah, and we could do more of these later. We could do another one in the future where we analyze this slaughter fest.
I mean, even if we don't have the champs, we will find a way to get them.
Yeah, I mean, champs aren't really that hard to get. I have almost all the champions. so odds are I can at least do half of whatever build you're doing.
If it's in
Be it
bot
lane, top lane.
if it's bot lane,
uh,
I probably have it. So
yeah, I have most duelists, most junglers because they do fairly well at dueling. But yeah, comment, let us know, and we will see y'all in the next video.
yeah. Anyway, thank you guys. Peace out.
Bye bye.